Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is The Rise of a Nation, it is episode 89, and today we have an international episode with Denmark as we have our first two games in the European International League here against the Czech Republic and then the Ukraine 3 days later. As you can see, that is our group. We also have Belgium as well, who probably will top the group, and then we're obviously fighting for second or third, and maybe fourth. It depends on how we go. The two teams we are playing is obviously the Czechs, who are really decent. They're 44th in the world, though, but they do have some regens like this guy that is there from Hertha Berlin, which is really good. And then the Ukraine also produced some really good regens. And saying that, this is a real-life player in Mudryk. And he's Mudryk. He's really good, obviously, the elite wing at Sevilla. But, you know, yet again, 28th in the world. They're two teams that I think on paper we should win. And the reason why I'm showing you this is just to show you whereabouts we are in international football. I think these are two games we should win, right? And then after that, Belgium, you know, at the end of the day, the Danish board do not care about if we if we finish fourth in this, third in this, second in this, or top. They don't particularly care. Me personally, I'm looking for second or third, and if we somehow sneak past Belgium, even better. But I'm also just looking for good home form. Because we've got to think about, we've got World Cup qualifying coming up after this, and then we've also got the Euro qualifying after the World Cup. Both of those things, I'm looking for very good home form to get us qualified as quickly as possible. World Cup qualifying should be particularly easy. Euro's a little bit more difficult, but we'll wait and we'll see, and that's in the future. But this is going to help us build. In terms of the actual squad itself, there isn't too much really to be said. We've made a couple of changes. One of those is a lad that we do love. Actually, he's not in. Sorry, he picked up a virus. It was Frank Forsberg. That people may remember Frank. Frank Forsberg, unfortunately, has picked up a virus and he's out. But apart from that, a couple of lads that have been called up for the first time under me. Ita Levy was a regen that was in the league for a long time, as well as Silkenborg, and then left on a free and has developed. Curtis, how's the team doing? Very well, mate. How about yourself? How's yours going? We also called up Kim Bax from Midtjylland. I just think the kid is too good not to be called up. I think he's got the very good potential, which obviously freestyle or better, good enough for me to win a World Cup with. I just think this guy's going to be really good. I'm almost tempted to give him a start as a ball-playing defender. We're not going to do it straight off the bat, but yeah, in terms of the rest of the team, no one else has been called up. Actually, sorry, John has. John's at Esberg, and he's probably the best keeper coming through. And I wouldn't mind giving him a start in this game here over Yepi. I might do it, you know. Only because I think we should win. Is that we can do that, and we can go sweeper, keeper, and defend. And we are going to do and get that in, I reckon. Is Bats quick enough to play ball-playing defender on cover? He actually could be. I'm going to go with it. I wanted Kim, by the way, I want Kim Bax at SFB, but I can't get him. I'm going to go with it. Why not? Get him in there. All right? I think we're going to go slightly rotated here and then a bit more full strength against the Ukraine is what we're going to do. But it's important to give these guys caps as well, right? In terms of the rest of the team, very straightforward. Unfortunately, Paulson has come out, which is why Kim Bax is in the side. He's injured, so we don't particularly have too much left-back cover. But the team is going to be as forward. It is going to be Brundengard in. Jeppy's getting to the age that we do, as in Jeppy Holgerberg, that we do need to find a better keeper. I think Brundengard is the best one coming through. If we can find a very good Danish keeper eventually, or someone gets regened out, would be great. Larsen have obviously played well in our first ever game at Denmark. Nielsen and Bats getting his international debut here today. Christensen playing his first game under me. Holgerberg with Johnny Isbjorn, who obviously scored 2 goals in his first ever appearance. It's important to note that I think he tried to go to Copenhagen and did on deadline day. That is really good for his development. It'll be interesting to see how Copenhagen use him. Darmsgaard on the right. Obviously, Jeppy's been in great form for me in the Shadow Striker role with Darmian on the left and Mr. Olsen up top. We have obviously got very good, people here. I'm actually going to do that as well. Lassie Ling can play on the right-hand side really well. I'm actually going to use him as a winger, but I'm going to leave it like... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use him as a winger on that side there. I think he's in good form. He's very quick. It's nothing against Darmian, just that you can't rest in international duty, so it's important for us to keep players fit, Darmian being one. And it also means if Olsen isn't 100% fit, we can use Darmian up top. I think that's how we're going to go with, and I don't think there's anything else I'm really going to go with. I might get Levy actually out at right back, to be fair, as well. I feel like for the game that we should rotate in, this one's the one, right? And then the next game, we go a bit more full strength as well. But I think That's going to be good enough for us. It may be too rotated, slightly, but who knows? Who knows? Score prediction in the chat. I predict a very scrappy 2-1 win, is what I'm going to predict here against the Czechs. But it'll be interesting to see what their starting 11 looks like themselves and see where we can get at as well. And yeah, look, the European International League is not something that, people particularly like in real life, but I think on FM it provides something that's really, really, really good to grind in. And yeah, look, I would like to do well in this competition. It'd be up to us to see if we do well in this competition. And it's important to note that if we keep on doing well in the competition, we'll rise a nation, and that's the plan. All right, so we are going to go do what we always do, which is press. And we'll just have a look through. So they got a young Danish keeper in that looks really good. By the way, I think that Jacob will eventually get into this team. The fullback there, the 19-year-old at Slavla Prague. Mate, give me a scout, please, quickly. You would come in. Alex Kroll looks very good through the middle. Unfortunately, the red makes it very hard to read. Andreas is a very good centre-back as well, internationally capped. Looks pretty decent. Milan Merrick is a fullback on the left-hand side. As you can see, a very young Danish Czech team here, because Thomas in the middle at 33 is not young. It brings the average age up. But these are guys that are all wonder kids that have come through. Like Vanders is a wonder kid. He looks unreal. Another wonder kid from Real Madrid, and Thomas Harvell. We just moved there on deadline day. Jacob Yankto is an experienced guy. And then up front, they've got Jiri, the 22-year-old that looks pretty decent, but not a natural striker. And then, yeah, we could go through the whole bench, but we could be here all day, every day. So it'll be interesting to see who brings on. For me, there is no real glaring places for us to get at. It's just the thing that I think our quality could be better than their quality, but who knows, because we have rotated. In terms of us, I'm also going to just move my wing-backs here to just standard wing-backs on support. Christensen, I think, can play this really well. And we might leave him to do it as well. But I feel like Levy on his international team, just go out there and just be sensible. Anyhow, I'm happy and he'll have no worries. I think he can last the minutes here. Darmsgaard, he has come back from injury, but it wasn't long-term. It was like a 9-day one. So he hasn't played for PSG in the last week and a bit. So yeah, but it is what it is. Curtis reckons 3-3 as well. We are currently live on stream. Links down below and, the business. Anyway, Johnny Isbin finds Yeppy, and Yeppy knows how to run in this situation. Away goes Yepp. Good ball in the Thomas. In the end, it's a poor goalkeeping mistake because Olsen didn't catch it. But Thomas Olsen-Lundberg, the captain, the star man up top, gives us the lead inside 2 minutes. And in the end, it was more poor goalkeeping than by design. Yeppy, though, what a run. That's what he does for us at SFB. And it's a good ball into Olsen. Mishits it. Keeper really should do a lot better. Maybe he was just didn't have the best to warm up and didn't really see what was going on. But we are 1-0 up against the Czechs inside 5 minutes. And we have a highlight here. In the end, it should be Holgerberg's ball, and it is. And Holgerberg now finds Johnny Isbin, finds Ling, into Thomas, into Ling, through to Yeppy. It was a great move that deserved the goal. But in the end, Dominic has had a howler and an own goal inside 5 minutes. And the Czechs keeper is having a nightmare. He probably wants to go back in the dressing room and have a little bit of a cry. I don't blame him because it's been a horrid 5 minutes. In the end, this deserves just to go in. It was great football. Just unlucky for the keeper. We really deserved to score just from open play there. But yeah, it is 2-0 inside 10 minutes and a very good start for us against the Czechs. Anyhow, 16 minutes played, it's a corner, and it is my corner tactic that I have brought from SFB, and Yeppy knows it well when he's on the ball. He lays it in the Ling. Ling scores, and Lasse Ling with a goal. It's his first ever for Denmark, which is nice to see, and Yeppy with the assist. It is 3-0, and we are flying. In the end, Darmsgaard finds Yeppy, and just as easy as you like, Ling comes in, does the job, puts it in there, and Lasse Ling, the best winger in the Superliga, goes out there and scores, and it is 3-0, and we are looking very, very good. Anyway, not really dominating the ball as much as we would like in this system, but we are definitely dominating the chances. Anyway, headed away by Thomas, and it's going to be picked up there by Pustaluka and Havel into Thomas Susek, and the ball out to the other side finds Vanders, the wonder kid, and he is facing forward and can run. He's still going in the end. Good tackle from Bax on his international debut, and in the end, Holgerberg wins that, the elder statesman. Johnny Isbin knows how to get forward. In the end, his ball back to Holgerberg and Nelson now. Good ball there. And Holgerberg again finds Darmsgaard. And off he goes. Darmsgaard looks for the switch to Lasse Ling. Doesn't find him. It was an ambitious ball because I don't think it was really on. But in the end, we've pressed and run it back here with Nilsson. The tackle comes in on Yeppy. And here comes Postaluka versus Bax. Bats gets beat by 1 in the end. What a save from the man on his debut. Bondengard picks it out the top bin, and it's still 3-0 thanks to the international goalkeeper on his debut in Bondengard. What a save it was from the man from Esberg, and it is still 3-0. Yeppy, Darmsgaard. Good ball back into Yeppy. The corner tactic works. Ling should have had another one. And in the end, we are looking really good in the corner tactic. And that is good to see. They're taking to it like a duck takes to water. It is 3-0 approaching half-time. However, we're not there yet, and there's a highlight. And the ball comes in backstick, headed at goal. And unfortunately for us, Bondegard is beat for the first time. And Curtis is 3-3 still on here. 40 minutes played, 3-1. We've looked good, but conceded 1. We always concede 1 in this system. I don't know why. But yeah, a very even game in terms of the stats, but we have the upper hand with the 2-goal advantage here. Could it be 3 right on half-time? We have looked good from every set piece so far. Nyepi backs on his international debut has just scored our goal of our tenure so far. It hasn't been a long tenure, right? It's only our second ever game. But his international debut, he has scored a weldy. The 20-year-old or the 19-year-old just takes a touch, looks up, and bang, keeper should do better. They should get Jacob in goals. Jacob's better than this guy. And there we go. It's a highlight from kickoff. It could be 4-2, boys. By the way, that kills Curtis's score prediction. Thomas Susek, don't concede from kickoff. If we could win the ball back, though, would be nice. We don't. Vanders now, still going. Ball down. Thomas Havel. Why concede from kickoff and make it 4-2? 4-1 is just so much better. The 3-goal thing is better. Just fuck me, boys. From kickoff, like, fucking hell. Look, good half and all. What's Bax's long shot? He's actually got 7 long shot, which for centre-back isn't the worst. But this is just stupid defending. And it happened against bloody Algeria too, where he couldn't fucking defend to save our lives. Apparently centre-back's having a good game. Sorry, we've conceded 2. No. Bax, technically, yeah, he scored. Christensen's having a poor game out there at left-back. Ukraine and Belgium. Ukraine were leading Belgium in the Ukraine. Wow, that's cool. Anyway, 60-odd minutes playing. I'm not going to make a change, really, because we are starting to really dominate the game. And the time is ticking away here. We also know that these boys do have to play another one. We are going to make our first aim here. Mads Christensen's actually going to come in for Johnny Isbin, which is really good. And we are going to get in Andreas Christensen actually into the middle of the park, but to play a ball-winning midfielder on defend role. And just try and win the ball a little bit as well. But we are going to give Mads Christensen, who just moved to Celta Bruges from OB after being relegated, his international debut because he probably warrants it. But we are lacking a midfielder, by the way, because of the injuries that we do have in the middle of the park. Anyway, we're a defensively minded one. Kenny will come back into this as well. Anyway, time is ticking away. Marcus Foyergaard's going to come in for Yeppy as well, late doors here. And we are probably going to get home and hosed here, you would imagine. 4-2, a little bit of a crazy game. But hey, 2 games played, 2 wins so far for me. And yeah, full time, 4-2, loving it. Great win. I'm very pleased with that, boys. They look assured. Look, apart from the faults at the back, look really good going forward. And I just really, really, really well played. In the end, though, we are top of the group because Belgium and the Ukraine did draw. Phillips trained well back home, which is good. We'll praise him. He's going to be very good. He could play for the Czechs, I reckon, one day. Anyway, Yeppy getting man of the match. 3 assists for Yeppy and a goal, technically. That wasn't his own. But yeah, anyway, it was a great start. Wouldn't swap him for anyone. I've already said that many times, and I think Yeppy's the best midfielder in world football. But that is a very good start. Okay, in 3 days' time, we're going to have to rotate here against the Ukraine YouTube. But we have done very, 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 very well. I see these guys in 3 days. Win that one. We're in a driving seat here in the European International League. And who knows, maybe we can actually top the group. Welcome back, YouTube. We have got the Ukraine in our second game in the division. As you can see, we are top. Belgium and Ukraine did draw, so it's 1 point and 3 points. I'll normally move my face came out the way, but I'm pretty sure you can work that out after 1 game played. In terms of the team, people have come back fit, but not 100%. I'm going to actually make a couple of changes. Nielsen is a youngster with some potential, right? But he could declare for Spain. I'm actually going to get him out here, right? Oh, well, I'm going to get him off the bench to make sure he's capped. In terms of the rest, Kim Bax actually did pretty well. Victor could come out here And I'm going to bring in... he'd be okay. Darmsgaard's going to come out. He's coming back from injury, obviously, as well. But we do struggle with the right-hand side in terms of people that can play there. So Johnny Isbin's actually going to move out to the right-hand side because he can play wide. And we are going to get in Fojegard into the middle because he can do that too. In terms of everything else, Victor Nilsson's going to start here with Anderson. Lawson's still there as well with Christensen. So a bit more, and Jeppe back in the goalkeeper role. So a bit more of a full-strength back four, as you would say. Holgerberg is going to play yet again with Fojegard, though. It's been out to the right. Jeppe will start. Lasse Ling's actually going to come out. I'm actually going to put in Darmian now on that side there as well. Rather have Lasse Ling, obviously, just off the bench with that fitness as well. And then Thomas Olsen up top. I was thinking about maybe getting rid of Hansen in for someone else here, but it's not what I'm going to really go with, I think. I actually think that Johnny Isbin would be a very good player for this role, but unfortunately just doesn't have the stats to play it. But so Jeppe's going to have to play again. Expect me to say if we're up by a few goals, Jeppe's going to come off very quickly. Score prediction for the Ukraine game, boys. After winning 4-2, I would love to see us keep a clean sheet for the first time under my Danyuk tenure. But I'm going to predict a 3-1 win. I want you to go out there and play your natural game. For us, it doesn't really matter too much what goes on. But yeah, we are going to go a bit more full strength in this game here. We definitely need a couple more midfielders to be picked in this team that are not wingers. But yeah, been a fantastic position. Olsen's about to make his 50th appearance, which is really nice because he's so good and he's only at a young age. And it's obviously us in the red and them in the yellow. So let's get into this one here. Score prediction in the chat. Hopefully we get on the ball and start doing really, really, really well. Anyway, Christensen throws in towards the box. Darmian doesn't get on it. And it is going to be Morov in there going forward. I forgot to look at that team. Shivers, Damien. Anyway, ball goes back a line in to Zinchenko, who we all know. And that's a good ball out there, the Mudrick. We'll have a look at their team in a second. Good tackle in the end. It's a very good block by Joachim Anderson. With that highlight being over, let's have a look at the team quickly. So let's see where we can get at. Goalkeeper, very decent. 28-year-old playing at the right. That's the spot we got to get at. If he's playing right back, we need to get down the left-hand side. So Lasse Ling would have been really good for this. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, Ilya at centre-back looks good. This Ukrainian at a young age at Aston Villa looks good. Victor, as in 29-year-old, that's unreal at Monaco. Denis Popov is at 29 and really good. Surprised actually not playing at centre-back, but it is what it is. 21-year-old, oh my, yeah. Have a look at him physically at Chelsea. Jesus. Zinchenko is at Frankfurt at the moment, still looking very, very good. He missed the experience. Morov obviously looks very good as well. I'm going to see Murdoch is their key player. And up top is Krapov, the 19-year-old on his international debut. Good luck to him. But not too much good luck. But it's nice to see an international debut against us. Why not? But yeah, he looks very good at Leeds, doesn't he, at 19 years of age. Anyway, highlight not over. Murdoch ball in. Holgerberg heads away. We're usually good on the break as well, but we're not going to get on that as Krapov gets on it. Or Karpov, not Krapov. It's CA, not CR, Damien. But yeah, 9 minutes played. Get a tackle in. And a pensive start from Denmark, as I would say. We haven't really been on the ball too much. Anyway, Fojegard, good ball looking for Olsen. Great ball. Keeper comes. Olsen beats him. On his 50th appearance for Denmark, he scores. In the end, the goalkeeper came and he got punished because he was never getting there. And Thomas Olsen Lornberg, the man from Leipzig, has done it again. He's so good at what he does. And in the end, Fojegard with a great ball. And in the end, it was never the keeper's. The keeper's never getting there. He should have sat. In the end, easy enough. And it is 1-0. And Jeppe is good from a set piece. And it's a decent ball back of line, but unfortunately not one. And Holgerberg now, that's a poor ball from the 33-year-old. You cannot lose it when in transition like that. In the end, we are now on the break. Fancy, and he's missed the tackle too. That is not good. Headed, has hit the post. It's hit Jeppe, and now it was blocked by Nelson. And in the end, Victor Nelson with a very good block. Still 1-0 Denmark. And in the end, it would have been it wouldn't have been Jeppe Holgerberg. It would have been Holgerberg, the one that played for Spurs and Southampton. That would have just the 33-year-old, the elder statesman, would have just given him a goal. But in the end, if he just kept the ball, we would have been able to rebuild, recycle, and maybe have been our chance. Anyway, Ibsen now playing out wide, which I don't like, but it's something I had to do. We could put a Lawson in there, actually, to be fair. I forgot about that. Anyway, ball in the end, Fojegard scored. It's 2-0. Darmian with the president of mind to header it down to his Copenhagen teammates. And in the end, it is 2-0, and that is a very well-worked move. And Johnny Isbin, also another Copenhagen player as well, but was on it. Anyway, Larson, good ball in there. I do like him at right back because he's so good at getting forward. Back in the Holgerberg, great ball that is. Darmian heads down, and Føjegaard's not going to miss that because he's also very good in the league. And we are 2-0 up here against Denmark, and it's going to be a free kick. And Jeppe Hansen knows how to hit him, and Jeppe stands up. Poh. The goalkeeper didn't even move. Jeppe just fires it into the top bin. It is 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you what, we look good. That is a free kick and a half by Jeppe. Pick that out. That is, if you put a hula hoop in the top corner, bang, bucket, bang, whatever you put in the top corner, wherever you're from, top bins, through the hula hoop, whatever, bang, it's there. In the end, we're 3-0 up against Ukraine. The Czechs are beating Belgium, which is massive. And we look good. However, Murderick on the break. He's very good and very quick. Jeppe comes out to meet him in the end. Keeper did enough. Forced him a bit wider. And the chance is wide. A massive chance for Ukraine to get back into it. In the end, Larson throws. Jeppe flicks. Keeper comes and doesn't get it, but it was headed away anyway. And Holgerberg gets on it. 100% pass, please. He does find Føjegaard. The ball out of Lawson's really good. We got numbers queuing. Lawson beating a man in the box. Loses out, but wins it back. Ball in, though, is really good. Jeppe's effort is well blocked, and it could have been 4. And in the end, Morirov is gone, and that will be the highlight. Belgium back to level terms by a wonder kid that we know the name of, Johan. We know him very well. We saw him as a 17-year-old and would not have minded him. Anyway, 40 minutes play. Time is ticking. And with that in mind, I am going to make my first change, really. Føjegaard's going to move in the shadow striker. I'm going to make Ibsen out here. And we are going to give Nielsen his international debut just so he can no longer play for Spain and he's locked in the playing for Denmark. Because that's something I do like doing. Now, because he's out there, he can no longer play for Spain because Spain talked to him. And I said, look, no, stay. I'll give you appearances. And he's going to have one here. At half-time here, we've actually looked really, really, really good as well. Anyone that I do want to get out here just because I can. Not really. I think we can get Sorensen in here for Holgerberg. I think that's something we can do. And Sorensen's not bad playing box-to-box. Yeah, he's a decent box-to-box with the physicals. I'm going to do it. Sorensen hasn't yet played for me, and he's obviously good enough. So we're going to do that as well. And yeah. Anyway, 3-0 up. Nielsen, the youngster, goes on a run. The man at Las Palmas with the dual nationality, the Spanian Denmarkian, who's now making his Danish, not Denmarkian. I don't know where that's come from, boys. Got on it again. The ball in, both balls in were decent. No one just got on the end of the second one, and the first one was well blocked. And in the end, Denmarkian, Danish. I would love to say it's too early, but it's 12:15. Anyway, Olsen's going to score again. Thomas Olsen, Lornberg, is just absolutely unreal. We could win World Cups on the back of his right and left foot. In the end, well-worked move. We look good. Look how many men are committed to this attack. Darmian, first time. Olsen Lornberg, the man, the captain, in his 50th appearance, has a brace. Belgium now leading 3-1, which makes it a little bit more interesting in the group. But in the end, a long ball picked off there. Ball was blocked. Forces Zinchenko, though, and Morozov with the effort, and Jeppe with the save. Now the ball comes in. Jeppe with the double save. At 33, he still got it, boys. Maybe he just knows that we are looking to semi-replace him, but he's still got it. And a massive double save from the lad in goals. And it keeps the clean sheet. We had to keep one in the in international football. It would be nice to. Anyway, Lawson with the ball into Nelson. Turns. Back into Sorensen. Christian on the overlap. Still going. Still going. Can he put a ball in? Doesn't. Darmian now. He could. Anyway, Johnny Isbin. His ball. In the end, it's cleared. It was looking for Lornberg. I think they won his hat-trick here on his 50th appearance. Would be nice. Anyway, Lawson now. He can put a ball in. Doesn't. Sorensen. Lawson making a secondary run. Could get back on it. Gone the other way. Føjegaard. Darmian. Effort. Block. Falls to Sorensen. Nelson. Sorensen. Lawson. He might go for goal. In the end, he finds Føjegaard. He could go for goal. Tackled. Highlight still going. Sorensen. We're keeping it. They can't get out. Look at all the numbers behind. They've only got one guy up there, and they're going to find Krapov, and he's going to go. How are you, Fox? Good to see you. Karpov still going in the end. What a finish. They had no right to score from that highlight. We strung something like 15 passes together and everything fell back to us and we were just dominating. But yeah, they literally had 10 men behind the ball, one guy up there and the one guy's gone on a run and scored. Welcome to international football. You're not allowed to claim a clean sheet, apparently. 4-1, we still look the goods, and a highlight from kickoff. And anyway, Feuergaard is going to keep going. Look, Lawson, I want a hat-trick from you. Darmian beats a man, might go for goal, and he does. What a finish. Just to make sure the four goals stay. Darmian now from Copenhagen makes it 5-1. And Copenhagen going to be scary this year. They've got Darmian, they've got Feuergaard, and they just signed Johnny Isbin for $5 million from Saunders. Yeah, they're going to be scary this year at Copenhagen. If we think we're going to do the league easy, like we did the last year and the year before wasn't overly easy, but easy enough, this year's going to be a scrap. In the end, though, very well done. 5-1 to the good, 65 minutes played. Nielsen is 1 yellow card away from suspension. Get him on for Andreas Christensen, not a problem. And we are going to get Rasmussen in as well for Christensen out on the other side. Did give Rasmussen, the 30-year-old, a game. Anyway, Feuergaard looking for Olsen. And he's quick and he's away. Comes inside, steps on it. Ball in was decent. Well cleared away, but only as far as Olsen. He chips it back in there again. Only falls as far as Sorensen. Johnny Isbin knows how to hit him. Wheels around and doesn't. Sorensen. Lawson. Sorensen. Ball to Darmian. In the end, didn't even hit it. And they're just solely playing on the break with one guy up top. And we can't deal with it. Krapov, in the end, yep, does well. I've persisted with Krapov, even though it's Karpov. They're 5-1 down. I can talk some stick. In the end, 70 minutes played. We are looking very good. I would imagine this highlight's going to be over and we're going to make the changes that I wanted to make. Still going. There he goes. Is that making the changes? No, not really. All right, not a problem. I said I wanted to make some changes. We're only allowed to make 3 and it took Holgerbird's one. All right. And Victor Nielsen's one. Just going to have to stay out there, Christensen. Czechs go back to 3-2. A draw there would be really handy for us in the group. But we are continuing on. 85 minutes played. We're going to look like we're going to do it easy, boys. Can we get one more, maybe? Give Olsen Nürnberg a hat-trick in his 50th appearance? We don't. But in the end, full-time, a 5-1 win against Ukraine. A 4-2 win against the Czechs. We look good at international football level so far. But we still have Belgium to play, and that's it. Look, absolutely superb. It was a bit of an exaggeration. Not a lot you can do when they score goals like that. In the end, 6 points for us. Wow, they scored 87th minute. Belgium have not won a game. We're 4 points clear. We're looking good in the group already. Nice. In the end, we look very, very good. Apparently, Darwin getting man of the match was not bad. Look, I just want to see Thomas Olsen-Lawson has played 50 games for Denmark and has scored 32 goals. That's a very good goal-to-game ratio considering that they play in the European International League, which is against a lot of harder opponents. This guy was playing against guys like ranked 40th, 50th, 60th in the world every week, week in, week out. He would be at a goal-game ratio. And imagine if he played for a nation, it was even worse. Oh, jeez. But yeah, Thomas, unreal. Not a problem. The captain, 50 appearances, 32 goals. We have played 2 games. We have scored 11 goals today. That is a very good episode. Next episode is going to be back with SFB. We have Arsenal and PSG in the Champions League. If you're not excited for that, nothing will. I'll see you next time for the Champions League doubleheader special against Arsenal and PSG.